Welcome.
Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back. This is our 5th episode.
Five.
I didn't get it wrong, right? 5th.
No, that's a fact. I know,
It's
bro.
our 5th episode. Welcome to
For
Clueless 5th episode. Hey, sometimes I forget, man.
Dude, we had to double check.
The weeks go along, you know what I'm saying?
For real, dude.
Hey, nah, but for real. But today we're gonna be talking about we're gonna be reading some relationship stuff, and we're gonna be giving our 2 cents, our opinions.
Yeah.
Maybe crazy, maybe not, maybe wrong, maybe right. But make sure you guys like and subscribe. Make sure you leave a comment and tell us if you agree or don't, or if you get angry, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Just let us know.
Yeah, no. And it was my turn to go pick the topic. And like you said, I kind of run it by him. It was certain situations that I bumped into, and I want to hear his opinion. But I most importantly want to hear your guys'. So give your opinion down in the comments below. And it should be pretty good. But before we start,
no mercy today. We're just gonna go no filter.
No filter. Yeah, no filter. What's up? Yeah.
Hey, that was gonna be our original name, low key. No
was
filter.
Was it really?
Yeah,
that's
but
pretty
it was
good.
taken. It was taken.
Was it really?
Yeah. So
you should put like a I don't know, like an E in the middle or something. You know how people like in middle school change their names or something.
I just didn't want to risk it for the biscuit. So
you're right. No, that's smart. That's smart. Speaking of which, before we start, I just want to say a quick shout out to my cousin Sahara. Hey, she's been giving me feedback. And I appreciate any type of feedback. I know we appreciate that.
Yeah, I remember Sahara. We grew up with her. Yes, sir. Give us your 2 cents.
Yeah, no, please do. Please do. And also you, Ramses. Much love.
Hey, but you family, so take it easy.
Yeah, no, yeah, right, dude. That's like more of an excuse. I feel like family goes harder on us, dude.
That's good, though.
Man, you say that.
That's good. Hurts a little, but,
Yeah, no, for real. But, all right, man. So let's get started. I did bump into a couple ones. And again, feel free to add yours. I feel like this is a good episode just for us to let down our hair and just kind of enjoy, relax a little bit, and just kind of get involved with like other people's lives, cause
Yeah, and who knows, bro? Maybe some of them are going through some type of maybe that situation,
Oh yeah.
Because I know there's one in there that a lot of people in the world. Let's get to it.
Yeah. Okay. So look, I have a 3rd grade reading level, so please be patient with me. But let's begin. So this one's gonna involve best friends. So it says I, a 29-year-old female, am not allowed to touch my fiance, 30-year-old male, in front of my best friend. And she's a 29 female. All right, so she says, my best friend who I've known for 12 years is single and struggles with feeling of loneliness. She's told me that she has boundaries and she doesn't want to see me touch my fiance because it grosses her out, i.e. he pulls his hand on my back on my waist.
Cut her.
Just like that. Hey, no, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. Because some of you guys, for real, you guys be putting there's that best friend, and I was telling Josh this, dude. It's like when guys go to a bar or like a club or something, and you see those videos on YouTube or like on TikTok or whatever, and you see that like hey man, they like some guy could build up the courage to go up to a girl and he's like, hey.
And the friend comes and
he's like, what's up? And you can see that girl's like, oh, she's interested, and he's like, hey yo. She don't want you. She don't want you, bros. It is like, man, you just mad you don't get any, bro. But
what's that saying? Bad company corrupts, or how does it go? I don't even know how it goes, but
it's just bad company in general, dude.
Like it corrupts. You know what I'm saying? It's like poison.
Oh yeah, no, it's 100% poison, dude. And especially because I feel like they start projecting on their problems onto you, which is again fine because they're your best friend, so you're gonna be involved in some manner. Yeah.
Like you didn't have to finish already. I'm like, dude, cut her. Because listen, like, show me 5 of your friends and I'll tell you who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like if your friend is literally doing that, it's like, why are you even with her? You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously try to help her out a little bit, give her some advice, talk to her like, hey, you know what I'm saying?
Hook her up, dude.
This is what I'm going to do. That's my husband. And if I do that, you know what I'm saying? Obviously you're not going to be like in front of them, But
exactly.
like what?
No, and
get over yourself.
No, exactly. And like Josh said, like it's not like they're like smashing in front of her or anything. But like for example, she says, i.e. he puts his hands on my back of my waist or holds my hand while we're walking. She says, we don't do slobbering makeouts, LOL. Since we got engaged, she has also told me she doesn't want to talk about the wedding planning with me. at all. But she expects to be in the wedding, so I'm also confused on how to maneuver that. I'm aware that also that she just doesn't like my fiance's personality because he's annoying. She's like, I guess I'm in a tough spot where I want to honor her feelings and needs, but I also feel like the boundaries she's setting means I can't share anything about my life without worrying I'll be making her less. Does it sound like a healthy boundary setting, or should I push back nicely? She puts in air quotes.
Nah, push back.
Push back.
Like, who
dude.
are you marrying? Are you marrying your friend or are you marrying the guy? Like,
yeah, dude.
Like, bro, and you know what? I feel like she's a little clueless in the sense because it just kind of just marries together. But because kind of sounds like the friend might like. It's not that she has insecurities, but she might like the dude, or maybe they had something, or maybe they low key had like an affair,
fling.
A little fling, and now she's like irritated at hearing the fact that he's getting married. Maybe, I mean, it kind of sounds like that too.
I've seen that could be it. That could be it. And look, us as guys, please, like maybe we're just stretching and we're ballparking it, but I've seen situations where, for example, like one of my family members, they were stuck in that situation too, where like their best friend was like, I don't want to go here because there's full of couples. I don't want to see you with your fiance because they, it's just like, I'm lonely. And basically the same situation in this, dude. Mm-hmm. And like, honestly, I remember talking to her about that and telling her straight up, like, man, like, if she's your best friend, dude, first of all, they're 29 and they're 30, dude. Tampoco no son como 22 años. You know, like, they're not little kids. And they're legitimately engaged. Yeah. Like, that makes no sense. Like, and I feel like she's projecting her insecurities. And like, I feel like it, like, for real, with my friends, like, for example, like, if my good friends tells me like, hey man, like, honestly, don't drink in front of me because like I struggle with that, 100%, dude. Or like, hey man, don't curse in front of me because it's gonna make me want to curse. I get that. But like, if it's with my girl and she's like, don't hold her hand, man, who's you, bro?
That's extra. Yeah,
that's my girl, dude.
It would be different if like they were kissing or something and you would tell her like on the like, and obviously on the say like, hey, no, I don't want to go with you guys because you guys kiss and I feel uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Or even just, I don't want a third wheel. You know, I don't want a third wheel, so it's okay. Yeah. You know, but she's taking it to the extreme where like, no, I don't want you to touch him. I don't want to hear your plans. It's like, nah, you need to cut her. Either,
push back, girl. Yeah,
you need to like, push back and let her be like, why haven't you been like hanging out with me? Yeah, and then you let her know, because I have a future husband, or that I do stuff with, and you don't like that, so I can't. You know what I'm saying? I can't have you there if you don't want it. No,
and also I feel like that dude. Like I said, I've seen it, and I feel like a lot of people project their trauma onto others, and I feel like she sounds, and again, we don't know the situation fully, but I'm gonna get some water real quick. But as like, we don't know the situation fully, right? But I feel like a lot of people project their like insecurities on like their best friends or people that they know each other. Like, hey, like, don't leave me alone because like this stuff and the fourth, and that's fine. But if it keeps happening over and over again, it's like, dude, tampoco no soy like, I'm not your babysitter, bro. Yeah, like.
I kind of understand her too, though, bro, because, like, no, actually, you know what? I don't even know what to say on that because, like, the friend is taking it too far, bro.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Because, dude, like,
push back, girl. What are you doing?
Like, even I myself and stuff, like, I see a bunch of people getting in relationships right now. Mm-hmm. And for some reason, like, September going into October, it's like,
hey, he's not wrong.
It's like cuffing season.
Dude, I saw my Instagram page full of freaking
baby, bro. Like, and it's like people that, and I'm just like, I'm like, dang, you know what I'm saying? I guess, I mean, you don't really want to be around that, but if you don't, then don't be around that. Don't implement what you're thinking into someone else, like, and expect them to do it. Like,
no, yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want you holding hands. Like,
that's crazy.
I'm sorry. No. There's a difference between, I don't want you holding hands, or like, hey, like, is it possible? You know what I'm saying? Like,
can you not do that, please?
Yeah. Like, if it's just us three, if you can, because it makes me feel alone, third wheeling it.
Yeah, third wheeling. Yeah, and again, that's fine. But I feel to the point where you're like, oh, you can't even hold hands or anything, girl. That's crazy. Like, stand up. Like, for what you, because okay, now imagine, and she thinks he's annoying. Like, okay, you guys are engaged, so you guys must be dating for a good chunk of change at this point, and she must already know. But like, for her to be like demanding things and almost even intruding into your like relationship, you're giving her power over something that shouldn't even be involved in her. Like this world is between you two and nothing to do with her, you know. And that's like okay, put it this way: if he's like, hey, your fiance's like, don't hang out with her. Why? 'Cause she's annoying. The frick? I'm not. Who's you? You know, I'm not telling you who to hang out with.
It's because everybody wants to put their outside world, their friends, and their like everything into their relationship, into their marriage. Everybody wants to throw all this stuff in, and I get it. You know, some people have a kind heart, and that's good. You know, love each other. I definitely agree, but there definitely is a borderline.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Man.
Of like, okay, this is me and my husband. You know what I'm saying? Or me and my future husband. This is, you know, I got to do this with him and not with them. And some people don't know the boundaries. But I mean, what do you think, Val? We got a female in the back.
What is our producer thing? Yeah. Maybe you're the friend. What?
She said, I don't know if you guys heard that, but she says she doesn't have friends like that, so she doesn't know.
But I would definitely not hang out. Slowly lose her.
Oh, like detach from her?
There you go. Even a lady says slowly lose her.
Yeah, like stand up, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but
so it's not just machistas talking.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, there you go. True. All right. Hey, yeah. Score one for us. All right. All right. Well, all right. So there you go.
We need to add a ding. You know.
Oh, dude, that's true.
I think you could add.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure that one out.
But also leave your comments below on what you think, and you know, hopefully that person sees that.
But for real, stop involving like I don't want to say stop. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's okay to have friends and everything, but no boundary because friends always tend to ruin things. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's just a simple relationship, they be like, "Oh no, leave that man." Like what? He's texting you all night. Like when you're out, like friends, like they're like. How do I explain it? The other evil person on your shoulder trying to talk to you like, me, you know what I'm saying? And it's like,
I feel like it's like parents. I feel like, at least in my case, for like parents, when they're like, oh, I don't like that guy, I don't like that girl, and they keep nagging you over and over and over and over and over and over again, where like, even though you might like that person, it gets to a point where you're like, well, maybe they're right.
Yeah.
Maybe they are a bad person. Maybe they're not a good fit.
And bro, here it is. I always have to, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why. It just comes to me, bro. That's why it says your tongue has the power of death and life. Like, bro, whatever. Yeah, and if your friends out here saying like, nah, it's not gonna work, they're already like manifesting that. They're already cursing it. Like it's not gonna work. So that's why it's very careful. It's very like important who you hang out with. And if you have friends like that, you don't even know if in the back they're over here doing witchcraft. Like, nah, I don't want to be married. You know what I'm saying? You never even know, bro. Like,
dude, it's ogre.
You gotta watch out who you're hanging out, y'all. These friends, man.
Oh yeah, man. But listen to our advice because we have a lack of psychology degree. So
stay woke, kings and queens.
Yeah, for real. All right, so the next one is this one is gonna be pretty interesting. I want to know what you guys think and you. My husband, 33-year-old male, told me 29-year-old female. I need to cook all the dinner because he earns he earns the more money.
Choo.
Dang, that's crazy.
Some people might get mad in the bro. That's
crazy.
That topic in general, like, how do I even go about it, bro?
Yeah.
I don't even know how to go about it.
Like, but I mean, también again, we haven't read it.
I think the way he said it, I don't even have to hear the rest, bro. Like I think.
For her to post it online, I mean, he must have been, or maybe she's in her own head, you know, because women be dramatic at times.
Nah, I don't know if she's in her head, because guys are like blunt, and they say it like that.
That's true.
Especially if they're Latinos, like they say it like that, like no, I'm making more. So it definitely sounds like this culture right now, like men, the way we are. I think he could have said it or could have done it a little better, not necessarily said it like that.
Let me read it and then let's see, because I haven't even read it, bro.
Oh, so go for it.
Let's figure it out. No, okay. Just a bit of context. I have started to work after maternity leave, and we are both working from home due to the lack of availability in nursing. We are taking care of our 1-year-old son until November while working from home. My dad is living with us due to his health conditions. And he cooks lunch whenever his body allows it. Today I asked my husband if he'll help with cooking again, and he used to cook during lockdown, and he's said that he will help in meal preps. In return, he told me to make no sense for him to cook because he's busy at work and earns most of the money.
Wrong. Wrong.
Why?
She's asking for help, bro. Like, okay, it doesn't sound like she's being like these modern girls in 2023 where, no, I'm not going to cook. She's obviously doing her part. I don't want to even say it like that, doing her part. She's being an amazing wife from what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
And she's asking for help. Like, hey, can I get a little bit of help, you know?
Yeah.
And like, if they need help, help him. You don't add that extra like, oh, I'm making the money. Yes, it's tough on the man, especially because she has her dad there and they have a brand new kid and you don't know what's going on at work
Yeah, that's
and
true.
the struggles.
And the dad's there though, bro.
Yeah, that, and so it pays like it's a big burden on the man because the man, you know what I'm saying, obviously whether girls want to admit it or not, that men feel like that, you know what I'm saying? If a guy doesn't work, he feels like, oh, you know, I'm not
That's
providing
true.
for my family. If
Very
it's
unmasculine.
it's a horrible feeling. You know, especially seeing like in our family too, you know, when my dad didn't work and stuff, like you can see it in his face and his persona, like how, you know,
I went through that, dude. Yeah, like,
Yeah,
you
and-
didn't, for a month or two, you didn't have a job, and it's
but
like,
if she's
fuck.
asking for help, bro, you gotta help her out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay, you know what? From what we read so far, it does sound, and again, we're only hearing one side of the story. We don't know, like they always say there's the they say it's the truth. What's it? Her story, his story, and the truth.
Yeah.
So we don't know, but based off what she's saying, it does sound like there is a lot going on. But listen, like guys, I work construction and I still come home and like if someone asks me, like, don't get me wrong, I'll kick the dirt, like, man, but you need to understand that like in a household, you need to like help each other out. You just can't
It's
be
no
like,
longer you, bro.
yeah, like yo llegué, aquí está el cheque, and here's my check, and you know I throw my feet up and a woman, you know, bring me my food. You know, like, it's like, nah, dog, we don't live in that time no more. Homie.
I mean, it's nice when you come and like, you know, the everything, you know, things are of course it's nice. But listen, straight up, if you're planning on getting married and stuff, women need to respect the men and men need to love the women like they love themselves. Like, after all, who, and I'm quoting this from the Bible, like, who doesn't love themselves?
Facts.
So, o sea que, what I'm trying to say is, if you love yourself, you wouldn't want someone speaking to you like that, right?
This guy's throwing money around. That's crazy.
Like,
That's pretty
you
insecure.
would you like someone telling you that, like, hey?
No, dude, because I've had it.
Because
I've
you love
had it
yourself.
before.
Yeah, because you love yourself.
Yeah.
So if you love you're supposed to love her like you love yourself. Therefore, you wouldn't talk to her like that. Therefore, if you saw yourself struggling, you would help yourself because you love yourself. That's how it should be. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. My boy
It's in the
dropping
Bible.
heat.
It's in the Bible too. Like, men need to love the women like they love themselves. Therefore, you know, help them out. Women respect the man, and it plays a big, strong role. It plays a big role on each other. You know what I'm saying? And it's compatible and it's perfect.
No, yeah, and I agree with you, man. I do agree with you on that one. I think before I continue reading, there's someone that I heard said that like, a man needs to show a woman a reason why they should submit under him, and by submit, that's a very strong word, but like why she should follow him, and we need to provide that reason rather than be like, all right, now I'm the head of the household, now you follow me. It's like
No.
But
that's a tough one, bro. I don't know about that one.
Yeah, but
because
we'll
if you're
talk about
married, like, oh yeah, we'll talk about it.
But yeah, no, and he says, he's like, she's like, oh, crud. She's like, am I being inconsiderate? I feel like, I don't know this person. He doesn't want to cook, or I can't help, or I can't. Good heavens, I'm so sorry. Like, I feel like I don't know this person. If he doesn't want to cook or can't help out, fair enough. As long as that's fair enough. As long as you tell me, and you do something else, I'm happy about it. And that's it. And she's like, but I'm sorry. But I'm shocked that he's throwing the money around. So basically, she's kind of saying what you said, Josh, where like, she's cool with him not cooking as long as he's contributing elsewhere. But it seems like he's only throwing the money like as an excuse of like, hey, I make like 6 figures, I make 7 figures, like, oh, what I like, you do whatever. And honestly, dude, like in my experience, we've done like big pools and big patios, all these things for like very wealthy people. And I've had the pleasure of working with really amazing like people with like good money, but I've also have worked with people that are very condescending and very demanding, all because they have money. Yeah. And I've seen how they degraded workers or like our contractors where they'll come back and they're like, I'm not even lying, it's a true story, bro. And this happened to our previous last site where they're like, I control everything here. I control absolutely everything. When I say jump, you don't say how high. You just start jumping, and then you'll stop when I say stop. And it's people that are like, I mean, they're not even like, I mean, yeah, they got money, bro, but it's like you gotta understand, dude. Like they're human. And then like that falls into what you said, where it's like if you love me or if you love yourself so much, you understand that like, hey, my wife and my 1-year-old and my mi cuñado, they need help.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be forever, you know. So. A bailar.
It's I don't want to say common sense, but yeah, like if she's asking for help, and then my hat goes to her, you know what I'm saying? Because she's still like, hey, you know, I understand and whatnot. So kind of sounds like she's traditional.
Yeah. Okay. Very traditional.
But yeah, like if she needs help and vice versa too, like if the man needs help, there's a way of saying it and communicating without throwing money. You know, everyone thinks that money solves problems. It's like, nah, bro, money isn't gonna solve anything. Money, just because you make more money, you're the head. Bro. No, like that, you're looking at it the wrong way. Because you have more money, you're the head of the house. Incorrect, bro. You're the man. You're the head of the house. Yes, you know what I'm saying. Biblically, you're the head of the house, but to lead your family into something beautiful, you know, not to something horrible in the sense of like, here's my money, you cook and clean. Like, no.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like that's where like narcissism really starts to play, and like
now if he was yeah, I agree 100%.
No, and it's a big thing, dude, where like you start becoming narcissistic. And again, I've seen it. I've never had friends like that, thank God, where you know, they flash their money around. But I have seen it on like other friends, or like I remember going clubbing once, one of the few times I went. And like I remember I was waiting in line, dude, and there was this cat that I was like, he wasn't even my friend. He was just, you know how sometimes you just sit there and start talking to people, to pass the time. And he was telling me, he's like, oh yeah, man, like he's like, oh, I started, oh, we're from Harvard, and like my dad's this, my dad's that, he has this much money, I have this much in funds. And I was like, he's like, what do you do? And I'm like, oh, I'm stonemasonry, you know, like it's a blue collar work. And you can see like, oh yeah, and you can start seeing, as a guy, I don't know so much about women, but as a guy, you can see when people start puffing up their chest a little bit, and they start throwing like their weight around a little bit, and it was like, man, it's crazy because personally for me, I feel like that shows insecurity. You know, I think that shows like, hey man, no doubt that's amazing, but all I hear is daddy's money. You know, or if that's your money, even hey, more power to you, but like, dude, that doesn't give you a right to be like, I'm better than this guy. You know, I make this much. Look at my bank account. And it's like, okay, guess what, dude? They say at the end of the match, the king and the pawn go in the same box. Yeah, and that applies. You know.
I see it as like what is it? What does it serve me to gain everything but lose my soul? Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Johnson? I could be wrong.
It's somewhere. I don't know.
It's in the Bible. That's for sure.
But you know, what good is it to have all this money if I'm gonna lose my soul? If I'm gonna lose my, you know,
your dignity,
you know, and not respect the woman that I love. You know what I'm saying? What good is it to have all that money if I'm not gonna respect it?
Or just people in general.
Like, it makes no sense. You know, obviously to me, to other people it may make sense, but like, I think we've proven, not us, but this world has proven that money doesn't really give you, I mean, it doesn't give you happiness, bro.
That's true.
That's why there's a lot of, I don't know if I can say this on YouTube, there's a lot of famous people that, you know.
Oh, 100%. Dude, I'll if I may, I can give you an experience. The next one is going to be pretty cool. I want to hear both of your guys' opinions. Yeah. But I'm going to give you my opinion, or my little experience. So I used to work out. Well, yeah. But I used to work at Jaguar and Land Rover, and I first started as a porter, and it was pretty, dude. It was a laid back job, and I got paid pretty well, and it was nice, dude. I got to drive on super expensive cars, and like famous people would come, and you know they would just get their car served, and you know and that's it. And it was a nice gig, yeah. And as a porter, sometimes if people didn't want to rent to like one of the rental cars, like they're like, hey, Celine, go drop them off at their house. And we would go to like Malibu, Hidden Hills. We would go all the way. Maybe sometimes I would even drive 2 hours just to drop them off at their house. Yeah. And they were very, very, very wealthy people, bro. Very wealthy people, or very famous. I got to meet Kanye once, and one of the Kardashians, dude. It was pretty crazy. I signed some paperwork, but what happened was that, dude, and every experience, I want to say like out of maybe all the times that I've driven people, maybe like 90% people always opened up. As like when Uber drivers, I'm sure this happens to taxis or Uber drivers, where like people are driving, and you start making small talk, people tend to open up, like,
yeah.
And they say it's because they're never gonna see you again, and that's true. But I'm telling you, hand on the Bible, hand on God, you know, where I would hear 90% of them, and they would just be depressed, bro. Yeah. And like, dude, I'm talking about cats that were like dropping, like they would drop like a 50K or stuff like that, or like whatever, and it's like it's like a.
It's because you can't find happiness.
And dude, they would straight up tell me, dude, like, hey man, like honestly, like they would talk about like how their marriage is going down the drain. They would talk about how they don't have a relationship with their kids. They would talk about like how they feel like they want to like, you know, unplug themselves and like stuff like that, bro. And like you would see people that you would assume that they have it all together, all this stuff for the fourth. Yeah. And like, dude, I remember this one time I went to Hidden Hills, and I was just. This lady was talking to me, man. I forgot your name, but I'm still praying for you. And like, dude, she was just talking to me about her problems, and you know, I talked to her a little bit, and dude, it was a 20-minute ride.
Yeah.
You know how much she tipped me? And the ride's free, $180, almost $200, and she was like,
"About to go work over there."
Facts, dude. No, yeah, for real. And like, she was like, "Oh, here," and I was like, "No, I sure told me, no, that's crazy." Like, I mean, and that was pretty common. But they're like, no, here. And I was like, no. And she's like, no, I really needed those words. And I'm like, well, the words are free.
Yeah.
But like, you'll be surprised how people are so alone. And sometimes just being kind onto others, regardless of how much you make. Mm-hmm. Because she could have been like, man, I ain't listening to this boy. Like, this kid is freaking driving me, man. It's the same in his car.
Yeah.
And like, why am I going to listen to his advice? And, you know, she was.
It's like I said, bro, it's because money is not, it's not. What's important is what's in here, and even you know, it's what's inside, not the outside, not the money, not the exterior. And it's like, bro, you want to know why like they're sad and everything, or like why, you know, there's a lot of stuff. Is because their foundation was always like money, like Mr. Krabs, money. You know what I'm saying? Getting rich, getting wealthy. That was their foundation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if that's your foundation, like. I mean, I don't want to put down anybody, you know what I'm saying? That's your foundation. That's your foundation, you know what I'm saying? But I believe that the foundation has to be set, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, with God. And
then your
morals.
He
can get you there. Yeah, he can get you there. And it would be peaceful. No depression. It would be with joy. You know what I'm saying? There'd be more stuff included to it. And
I do have a question for Valerie, though.
Oh.
All right. Val.
I did have something for you, too. So.
No. Okay. Val. Okay. Would you prefer a guy that has a really good job and has money, or a guy that has a okay job but has really good morals?
I'm not gonna speak into the mic. The second one. I don't. A job can leave anytime.
But a lot of girls say that though, bro. No. A lot of girls say that.
Damn, he's calling you generic.
She said crazy. The second one. No, but
I chose the second one because you can't take away morals or like good judgment.
Yeah,
that's true.
Like,
but girls don't.
You grew up.
That's true, but listen, girls always do that, bro.
Shout out to Val.
Girls always do that, bro. For some odd reason, they. If you tell a girl, do you want to be treated like a princess or not? They're always gonna say the princess, but subconsciously and inside, for some odd reason, they always want to go with the bad guy.
What do you think, Val?
They always want to go to the bad guy. They always say no.
I've seen both. I've seen kind of more there, but I've seen it more with hood rats.
That's what. No, 50. Even with
good girl,
even with good girls. But that's why they say don't ask. How does it go? You don't ask the fish how to fish. You ask the fisherman.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they'll be, you know, like
it's like you don't expect a woman to tell a man how to be a man.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like, for example, if I go to my sister and be like, hey, I'm going to a date, how should I treat her? Obviously, my sister's going to be like, open the door for her, buy her flowers, knock on the door, this and that. because that's something that like it's just kind of like everybody wants but doesn't really want. But if you do that, you're gonna look like the soft boy. You're gonna look like he's doing too much. She's
Beta,
not gonna
air
want
quotes.
you. So it's like,
Okay, how about this for you? Would you prefer a girl that's like, bro, a gym girl, or someone that's like a baddie? You know what we're talking about, like just like
yeah. Ooh, it's gonna be a tough
bro.
one because my perspective changed on
yeah,
a woman, bro.
Yeah, like straight up, like man, she's beautiful. Like I'm talking about 10 out of 10, bro. You can pick, right? But her attitude is like maybe a 4 max,
Can't
right?
do it.
And like, or would you rather have a girl that's a moderate 7? When she dresses up, it's like an 8, but she has a heart of gold, or maybe in a 7. She's a solid 7. She'll stay out at 7, but she has a heart of gold. Which one would you pick? Honestly, I want you to just really sit there. I'll give you my answer. I want you to sit there and really marinate on that puppy.
That's a tough one because that's not in my criteria. So it's a
Okay,
tough one.
just compare it to the old Josh and to the new Josh now, and like,
So the old Josh would choose the gym girl.
really,
100%. Rocking body.
I respect
Because the
that.
old Josh had like an attitude. So if she had an attitude with me, I would shut it down quick. I'd be like, excuse me.
The door.
Yeah, I would. I don't fly with me, you know.
Uh huh.
So it'd be best of both. Best of both. Now the new me.
Uh huh. The gym girl. Let's boys be boys. No.
Depends. Are we talking?
Yeah, no, well, you know.
No, honestly, now the new me, I would probably go more towards the second one. But like I said, my criteria has changed.
You have to look at you still gotta again. I think you still gotta be somewhat.
Oh dang! I'm gonna stand up real
Yeah,
quick.
go for it. You still gotta be somewhat attracted to your partner, 100%. Like, look, guys.
Yes, bro. But
I personally believe that. Okay.
yes,
Look,
she has to be. Yes, of course, she has to be attractive.
I'm not
But,
talking about like you have to be like a freaking oh my gosh, like
But
no, dude.
yeah, the way she carries herself is gonna say a lot more.
100%.
Definitely, you know what I'm saying. But to me,
Oh my gosh! Shout out to my
I
gym
want
bros
a
'cause we
girl-
talked about this. You did, bro. That's crazy.
and don't get me like the gym girls are really attractive. I see them at the gym, and I'd be like, wow. Like sometimes I'd be like, God, like I want one like that. So you know, I do want a gym girl. You know,
Yeah.
obviously, and whatnot. But I want one that fears God, that has a
crazy.
strong relationship with the Lord. That I know it's weird.
No,
but,
no, you're talking about what you want, bro.
yeah, that's what I want. You know, because that comes with, you know, they're gonna have respect. They're gonna have like morals. They're gonna be, you know, genuine. They're gonna have all the criteria that you want. And then nowadays, all the girls from church, they go to the gym.
That's true. And if you're not, you should
They go
start.
to the
It's
chip,
good
bro.
discipline. It's good discipline.
YA like youth at New Life. Shout out to New Life, bro.
That's true. Shut up.
There's gorgeous girls. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
there's
genuinely
pretty girls.
enjoy when they
He's
go
facts.
minute mingo. You know, when you stand up and you know, like there's.
I hope she looks at me. You know, start looking at the jawline.
I got no jawline.
Hey, no, bro.
Me puse chonchis, you know.
Hey, no, bro. That's what we
But
got the
I'm
beard,
working on it.
homie. That's what we got the beard.
to
Yeah.
hide the
No,
double chin.
unfortunately, I shaved mine, but no, yeah, trust me, I need that puppy back. But respectfully, I think I would. I've had that route where I would pick that, and I think every guy or woman has
Yeah.
picked that like gym guy or bad boy or you know that baddie or whatever the situation is, and you'd be like, damn. But their attitude is a fat 2 or 3, and it's like, man, you're
Yeah.
garbanzo beans.
It's because they know they're
yeah,
I want to say it for like a better word, they know their worth. They know they're attractive. They know they're good looking.
but that withers away, homie. And like
Yeah.
and personally, I'm in like I now picking the second choice. And again, that's not me degrading in any way, shape, or form. I just personally would want the second one, and I think it's 100% that. And look, we're all gonna grow old one day. We're all gonna like wither away. We're not gonna have that hot body or that tight body that we once had, and we're just gonna be like our parents, dude. Our parents aren't what they used to be, and yeah.
Yeah, my mom's not like she used to be. Have 3 kids.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, for real. No, dude. Así vamos a estar, you know, for real.
Yeah.
Pray to God. But like, yeah, okay. You had a question.
Yeah, I
for
did
me.
want to ask you something real quick. So, in this genre in 2023, bro, what do you think of that? Like, do you find that toxic? Do you find that bad if a man says like, "Hey, cook for me"? You know, I want you to cook for me. Like, obviously, if he says it in a good way, like, "Hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to work. I'm coming out late." Like, I mean, it's crazy how he has to say it now, but
No, because I've
because
seen
nowadays
I've
it's
seen it.
like toxic. Oh no, what? Tell him to make his own food. Like he's got hands, this and that. Like what do you think of this generation and how they act when it comes to a man seeking? I don't want to say seek or just wanting a hot meal. You know what I'm saying? You know, a hot meal or a clean house. You know, when he comes back from work.
Is he providing or is he?
He's providing. He's providing. We're talking about like
an average Joe type.
Yeah, he's providing. He's working. He's yeah.
In that case, honestly, bro, look, I think it's not a problem as long as like this situation that we just read, as long as she said, because I'm pretty sure women don't mind if they're just straight up like, hey, like, you know, I am paying most of the bills and stuff like that.
I need to find your women that you're talking to, because they mind.
They mind?
Yeah.
I think it's just reasonable, bro. I think if you just like straight up talk to him, be like, hey, like, don't get me wrong, I'll help with the cleaning, I'll do laundry or something, like, you know, divide. You know, you just can't walk into like a place and be like, aquí mis chicharrones truenan. Like, no, you gotta be like, you gotta be like, hey, look, like, you'll cook, you'll clean, and I'll clean the restrooms, the bedroom, and I'll vacuum. You don't have to worry about that. And then she'll be like, no, but I don't want to do this. And it's like, look, I understand that. Let's meet halfway then. What would you do? Because I really don't want to cook. Like, I really don't want to cook. You do it. Let's meet halfway. But I think if you walk in here and you'll be like, no, man, I'm gonna do this, then yeah, it ain't gonna fly. But I don't think that's a bad trade, dude. I think a lot of women do that. I think I saw this YouTube, on Twitter where a girl was hanging out with her friends, and they were making fun of her because her friends ran all the way back to the apartment, and her boyfriend was like, I guess she forgot it was girls' night, and she forgot to make him food, and she legit ran back from where they were at. Yeah. Went home and she started like seasoning the chicken, and she was about to start cooking, and her friends were like, yeah, dude, and her friends were like, I mean, they were bantering her and they're making fun of her, and you can hear her, and she's like,
give me that woman.
Yeah, dude, and she was like, well, I mean, she's like, he's paying rent, he's paying all the bills, he's paying my phone bill, he gives me money to spend, he's doing all this, and she's like, I'm cooking this food, I don't care.
It's because that's a woman that knows, you know, for lack of, no, I'm not even gonna say that. It's so crazy how it's kind of, you can't say things because it's so bad, you know, like just by me saying, oh, I want that girl, it's like, oh, you just want to be my, like, no, you know what I'm saying? Like, definitely not, you know, it's just,
no, and again,
she gets it.
Yeah, but we want to hear your comments as well, so you let us know. I have one more before we kind of, well, we don't have our limit, but, you know, I don't want to make it too long. But it says, girlfriend is avoiding me in person and talking to another guy all the time.
Cutter.
Cutter. Oh, let's read it. I'm in both ways. We'll see how we're gonna go with this puppy. All right. He says, ever since we've been dating, my girlfriend of 4 months, all right, has been avoiding anything to do with me in person / public. She doesn't talk to me or even really pays attention to me in front of, or for that matter, sorry. She tells me, parentheses, better word would be text, meaning she says it in text better than in person. She says, every day she tells me she loves me and misses me, but I feel like those words have no meaning if I don't hear them from her mouth. She tells me things like, we're going to get married, which is, parentheses, dude, if she's telling you we're going to get married in 4 months, hey, bro. I could be wrong. That's also controversial.
Yeah. Well,
but let me continue.
I thought you were done. Okay.
No, but that's crazy though. I just want to hear that. Like, I think that's crazy, man. If she's telling we're gonna get married and like, bro, that's only been 4 months, man. She's trying to trap you, bro. Man, you probably have a big bank account. But she's like, big one. Married and don't. And she's like, married and do this and that. But I don't buy it. I've never had this conversation with her before. What's worse is that every day I see her walking and talking and laughing with this other guy all the time. I talked to her about him, and she told me not to worry about him. He's my friend. By air quotes, he's gay and don't worry about it. They've both told me they don't have feelings for each other, yet I find it extremely difficult to believe. One of my closest friends told me that I should break up with her because of this. But the thing is, I have major attachment issues and I don't want to break up with her. And I see her even happier with this other guy. What if they have the future together that she promised me? One of my worst fears is I love her a lot, but I fear that she doesn't feel the same way, even though she tells me a lot.
This was long.
Yeah, I know. This is long, dude.
I'm already like... I already have the answer for
bro. No, and I think this is where this is where like he's gonna talk about him, and I think this is where.
What do you think?
That's a great answer.
That's a great answer, Wiz. Because did she come out on the camera?
No, but I heard her, and she was speaking facts, dude. He says recently she was giving. Oh, okay, sorry. Recently she's going to the party. Basically he's really insecure. All right, and he says I'm gonna just skip to a little bit because it is really long. It says, I'm really insecure and sensitive person. I don't like criticism. I don't know if I really am a bad guy or what. I know it most likely it's my best interest to break up with her. But like I said, I don't want to. I should also add that she said that she would cut him off because I don't like him. But she never delivered on that promise. Another thing is that when I asked her again why she doesn't talk to me, her answer is you're hard to talk to. Okay, man, you know what? As I opposed, you make me nervous, and that's bullcrap. That's trash. Man, buddy, you're the issue. When I asked her earlier in our relationship, I think this switched up really odd, but I don't know. I feel like this relationship is slowly falling apart, and I don't want it to end. And that's basically it. What do you think? That was long. Yeah. I mean, for real.
I knew what to think, like, from the get-go. I was just like, oh, dang. Bro, listen. If a girl's telling you that she wants to marry you, sorry for repeating it.
No.
That means she loves you. That means she's going to devote time to you. That means she's going to want to be with you. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be no question about it. You know, obviously, some people have things to do, work, and they're super busy, or they're trying to chase their goals and their dreams. But even then, they would still make some time if they're saying they want to marry. You know what I'm saying? Obviously. Yeah. But so right there is like, and for the dude, like, bro, the signs are there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
if he said he's gay, bro, like, you know, what are you gonna do? Tell him to prove it? Like, just take his word for it. No, I
don't know about that one, you know, because
no. I'm just saying, like, he's clearly like over. Okay, look, I have a problem with overthinking. I'm gonna give you my experience because I can relate to both, but I'm leaning more on the girl side.
Yeah,
like I am working on, and God has kind of delivered me a lot of stuff where I had really trust issues, and I would be like, oh, why is she laughing more with this guy, not with me? Why is she doing this? I was just very insecure, unfortunately. And, you know, like I said, God's good. But, dude, listen, I've also had the situation where I really like this chick, and they'll straight up tell me, like, oh, you just make me nervous, and the conversation just dies. And it's like, look, don't get me wrong. Like, I like that you find me attractive, but, like, dude, if you don't talk to me, then how the heck am I supposed to keep this relationship going? Yeah. Like, no manches, ponte pilas, you know, like, ponte trucha. So, like, I understand he doesn't want the relationship to end, but, like, just because, okay, first of all, it's 4 months. Buddy, it's been 4 months, and you still don't know how to make a conversation? The problem is you, not her. And although if she's not talking to you in public, you contradicted yourself because it sounds like she does want to talk to you in public, but since if you don't contribute in the conversation, then what do you want her to do? Her talking to a wall?
Like, well, I mean, bro, sometimes there's like
guys 4 months, bro, 4 months, and that's probably not. They probably been talking before as friends.
But you never know if that's like if that's his second relationship. Like maybe he's not too expert at it, you know, because some people do that. I mean, there's times even me where I've gone out and I'm kind of like, I don't know what to say, you know, like
I understand.
Like, what do I, you know what I'm saying? And I've been out on plenty of dates.
Talk about the weather.
it's just
no, but I understand. I understand.
And plus his insecurities, they might be kicking in. Maybe like she smiles at the waiter, for example, and then he kind of gets down and like, you know, in his head. So it's just, I can't blame the dude in that sense of like not talking because maybe he's nervous, maybe he's weird, maybe the girl is smoking hot and he's, you know what I'm saying, and he probably feels out of his league.
But dude, okay, I've seen that. All right, I've seen that. But I was listening to this comedian where he was like, "Look, dude, what you messed it up because you were insecure. Like, oh, she's gonna cheat on me because I'm ugly. Like, no, dude. If she chased you and she was like, oh, this guy's funny or this guy's good looking or this, bro, like you said, reverberating back to what you said." She wants to marry you, which in 4 months, dude, she's telling you that. Listen, man, I don't know. But that's what.
Hey, sometimes, bro, when you know what I'm saying.
Hey, man, but that's a military syndrome, though. That's military
syndrome. No. There's sometimes, like, I mean, I don't want to say 4 months, you know, but when you know, when there's like someone that you just, you know, you click with and you're just like,
Okay, yeah.
You know, and 4 months is actually.
I don't know, bro.
I'm just trying to put myself in those 4 months. It's you know, they're pretty long, pretty. I don't know. I mean, I definitely wouldn't be like,
That's
I'm gonna marry
crazy,
this
dude.
girl, but I would be saying like probably to my mom like, she's a really good girl. I definitely do see myself,
Respect.
you know,
Yeah, I would say
like
that.
but
I'll
I don't know,
defend
bro. For the guy, all I gotta say is
dude, it's
out with the bad, in with the good, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know it's tough. I know it's hard. I know you have like insecurities, and I know you like you get worried. But bro, there's something better. You're a king. You know what I'm saying? You should be treated as such
True.
as well as the female. You know, she's a queen. She should be treated as such. So go with someone that's actually gonna treat you like that. It's actually
but
gonna
the problem
give you that
is
time.
it's not her though. It's him.
Oh, it's not her. Yeah, it's him because
So okay, what would you recommend? Because I'm telling you, as a professional baddie fumbler, bro.
Yeah.
Like I've messed up a lot because I've had that mentality of this dude, and like
no, but it's not all his fault because she's giving, for example, she's giving the signs of like someone that could be cheating, and it's giving him the doubts. You know, it's not like one of those where like, oh, your phone is ringing so many times, and you kind of get that like that's a little like, okay, bro, chill. You know, but if this girl's truly not hanging out with him, is truly like hanging out with another dude, like whether she claims is gay, of course she's gonna think that like.
All right.
It's not just the guy's fault. It plays, you know,
Val, I have a question for you.
like
guys.
an object cannot move unless it is moved by something else. You know what I'm saying?
All right, Newton's law.
It doesn't just move by itself. So
Okay.
something it plays on both. You know, both of them had a big role, but clearly it's not working. Don't be scared, bro. Don't be scared that it's not gonna work. You know,
Yeah,
don't
okay,
let
that's
your
true.
emotions and your securities control your aspect of your life. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah.
Better things will come. You know,
Josh has a point. Yeah, no, I understand.
especially if
that.
you seek the Lord. Even
Eh,
great things will come.
Amen.
I had to throw it in there.
No, he's a fact. But Val, I have a question for you. All right, this goes back to what you're like. It's kind of the same question, but sort of different.
I gotta cut you guys real quick. We're almost time, so it's gotta be quick.
All right, quick. Do you prefer a guy that is really good looking, but like pretty boring, or would you rather have a guy that's okay looking, but like you can have a conversation with him and like he could make something out of nothing, you know? And like clearly he'll make you laugh, but like again, he's okay looking.
I feel so much pressure.
Yeah, there you go.
I go for personality instead of looks because.
False.
No, it's true.
joking, I'm joking.
If I showed you the guys I've been with.
Calling him ugly, that's crazy.
No, that like we go for personality. Like if you can make me laugh, if I can make you laugh, if I could be dumb around you, if I could be myself, then that's like a win. 'Cause
Even if he's like super not good looking and
like
She said she goes for personality, so like okay.
okay, but I mean, she wouldn't be
Respect.
on that date if he wasn't good looking though.
So that's what I'm saying.
I don't know. Maybe the confidence. Maybe confidence.
you said decent.
Oh, okay.
He's like a 6 on a bad day, 7, 8 on a really good day.
On Sunday when he's going to church, he looks good.
Exactly. Like he could button up, his chest looks nice. You know, yeah, decent guy. Okay, all right. So
Because we'll, like I said, we'll have a conversation if you could keep up and like that.
nice.
If he makes me laugh, then like what? We'll have inside jokes and all that stuff.
Yeah,
I don't know if you guys heard that, but she chose the second one where he's
did,
you know, where they can have a conversation and they can, you know, be united, I guess. You know, the
United.
personality, you know, when they laugh and they can be goofy with each other. So that's pretty good. I wanted to throw something real quick, like, real fast.
no,
'cause
sure,
we got,
sure.
this is a weird one.
Yeah. Okay, go for it, man. Oh, I'm a pretty weird dude. Let's go.
Tats or no tats? Val, tats or no tats? Let's figure it out right now. Tats or no tats?
Personalities matters to me.
They just can't be like here and here and here and here.
She says like a sleeve or.
No, not a sleeve, like a cool one. No,
Okay, so they can't be like anime.
no, they can, but like I don't want them everywhere. Like,
So
Hey,
like,
you need Jesus.
Harry
yeah,
Styles.
fact.
like Harry Styles everywhere. Like,
Okay.
Where they look patchy.
Yeah.
Okay, like
where they're not connected. It's just like a bunch of okay.
looks like a
Yeah.
middle school desk.
Yeah, it's got to look like this. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Flex it, bro. Flex it, bro. Yeah. But I don't know how much time it is. But what about you for women? Personally, I really don't care. I've met with girls with tats, without tats.
Yeah.
I think
I love if they have tats. I enjoy girls that have tats, but like she was saying, personality is definitely 100%. You know, if I can
100%.
talk to her, if I can vibe with her, if I can have a communication on the things that I like. For example, if you get something that I like God a lot, I love Jesus. You know, praise the Lord.
praise God.
If I can have a communication and if I can communicate with you and talk about God and you don't, you know, obviously get annoyed or you kind of go with it and you like it and you enjoy it and I can talk about what I like and you can talk about what you like, then it's definitely, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm the same way. I think reverting back, as long as they have as long as I'm attracted to them and they can keep up a conversation and joke with me, bro, I'm ecstatic because I think it's amazing. But for me, tats, I think if they're like well placed and aesthetically pleasing, pues, yeah, I agree.
You agree too? She agrees too.
Yeah, she agrees.
Yep,
yeah,
vibe
she's speaking
check.
facts.
It's
Yeah,
checked. Yep.
vibe checks. Yeah,
Yeah,
she
it's
passes.
checked.
She passes.
I agree with you. Check.
But all right, guys. Yeah, I mean that was basically it. If you guys find something that you guys want us to comment on and you guys want us to talk about it or Val's perspective, let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to comment and
subscribe.
Yes, and one more shout out because I was gonna do this before. Shout out to my gym bros, Gio and Herman, also Brian out there and CJ in New York, bro.
Let's
I
get
love
it
you
lit.
guys. Thank you for all the support and much love.
One thing I wanted to kind of start adding before we end.
Yes.
Remember, God loves you.
Amen.
God cherishes you.
Amen.
God is always with you.
Always. Amen.
Yes, sir.
But thank you so much, guys. Catch you on the next one. Much love. Peace.